hello, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend, join us in the live chat and in the comments section for the replay crew. All right, so this is our newest episode of MILF Manor, Season 1, Episode 5. MILF, I'm a big boy now. That is a true statement for some, but not all of the sons in this crew.
I mean, when you thought it couldn't get any worse, I mean, I just didn't understand what I was watching to a degree. I was like, wow, okay, I guess, maybe. It's just a gift that keeps on giving. Like, what can you
Listen,
say to some of this?
it was funny due to ineptitude at the beginning, but then when
Mm-hmm.
Ryan S came up and shut it down and activated Charlene, oh. Okay, wait. First, let's talk about the new mom and son that came on the show because the last episode, April W and Ricky
Ricky, yeah,
left. They got kicked off because they scored
we're boring.
low on the oh, okay. What he said. What he said.
Yeah,
So now we have a replacement less than 24 hours later with these two. Lisa and Ryan S, mother and son. She used to be an actress, and he is a software engineer or something like that, but
yes.
he's like real
Mm-hmm.
artistic. And I didn't think anything much of these two until we got the first challenge. I
So
don't
I'm
even
going.
know how to talk about this.
So I'm going to agree with Ryan. The new mom is not very interesting. And it was interesting that she okay, she thought they were just going on a retreat together to find love, and she just went to spend time with his son, not real life.
I was like, oh, Paula, 0.20. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I was like, oh, so you really didn't understand what this was, okay? And then they walk in, and and everyone else thought they weren't. But okay, they just knew they're here, fine, whatever. They thought the rest of the cast thought didn't think of any of them, didn't think anything of them either.
Mm-hmm.
But they go through. I found it interesting. Like I do like Shannon because she was point blank period when they were talking. I can't remember who was talking. But someone asked us like, you don't think So Young and Jose are good men? She's like, no.
But that was purely self-interest, though.
It was no, it was hilarious. No, but she's aware that Jose's like you said, planting his feet everywhere. She gets it, but she has a sight set on him, and I commend her for being honest. Like, no, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I found that date as fantastic as it was between So Young and Jose. They was dry. They was dry.
Because he
I felt
is.
I didn't feel anything.
Jose is as interesting as a piece of cardboard box from Amazon. Honestly, the best thing about him is his eyes and his smile. And quite honestly, you get the same effect from the Amazon box. I don't get it. I get. I don't know. I don't know what everybody sees in Jose.
Well,
Mm-mm. How old is the new
but
Ryan? He's
it was just
27. Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, he real dry though. That was real dry. But when he was speaking with Shannon, I could see something there. I could feel a little something there, like the way, and I think it was because of the conversation they were having. because Shannon's very engaging. She's very thoughtful, and he responds to he was he's young. He's not understanding it yet, but he does not understand that he responds better to women like Shannon versus us so young who wants to be young and wants to be like hip and all that. That's not what he. That's not what gets him. That's why to me. That's why it came off real dry. Real dry.
I
That's just,
think he thinks he responds better to someone like Shannon because that's who Paula told him to respond to.
no. I mean, like, no. I'm saying I'm just wondering what he. So Shannon is not his first choice. He had his eye out so young from the very beginning. He said that, and he seemed to be excited to go on the date. Fantastic, great. But when they were on the date, and it was a great date. He didn't give So Young nearly as much as he gave Shannon. Because when you watch him with Shannon, he was looking at her dead in her eye. He was smiling and he was on the edge of his seat. So Young,
Editing.
he could editing. I was like, with So Young, he could have been sitting on the couch watching Little League baseball. It would have been the same thing.
Okay, so of the dates that we've seen him with, Kelly, Shannon, and So Young. Which one?
Between those three, Kelly, Shannon, and So Young.
Mm-hmm.
For me, overall, I would have to say Shannon, because here's why. So Young, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but I'm speaking in terms of this show.
Mm-hmm.
Jose, which in terms of Shannon, no, in terms of Kelly and So Young, those would be like the one night stands. While Shannon will be the one he goes home to.
But
That's how.
Here's the thing. I don't remember the date with Shannon, but I remember the one with Kelly and So Young.
Right, but Shannon, the one with Shannon, they were just sitting there talking and having a time.
Where
Like they
was
just
that?
like on the beach. It was like on the property by the beach.
I don't even know. I don't remember it.
Right, but
That's how much it came over on me. I don't like.
well, you find Jose boring though, so you're not gonna
Yeah, I
remember
do.
him.
I do.
Anything with Jose,
The
anything
other
with
two were
Jose,
on the water, so maybe that's why I remember them.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Oof.
But Polo's more interesting than Jose by far. She's way more
Mm.
interesting to me. But with the funny thing is, and I told you this a couple weeks ago, I said I bet you she's gonna pick Shannon for Jose, and boom, she said like, oh no, that's not what you need. She's like, who I would pick? I didn't expect. And Polo tried to play it off though. She's like, I didn't expect that from you. Really? You had to listen to So Young? I just did not see that for you. He's like, oh really? And she was talking. He's like, yeah. She's like, if I had to pick anyone, it would be Shannon because she's the way she talks, the way she carries herself. I'm like, yep, That's what I got. I see you. We see you, Paula. We see you. We see you.
Mm-mm.
You are telling Jose who you gonna be with. It's okay. We see you though. We like you, but we see you.
Mm-mm.
Who next?
Mm-mm. So what else happened on this episode? I'm gonna let you drive this show because
So
you'll
it
be
was
politically correct.
all right. So we touched on the new people coming in. No one's paying them
Mhm.
much attention with good reason to start. Now I am going to shift gears towards the to the middle and to the end because I want to talk about Ryan and Stephanie.
Mhm.
I really like Ryan. Not because
Wait,
he's actually
the first
not
Ryan
actually
or
the
the
first Ryan
okay.
won. Ryan
Mhm.
won
Mhm.
because yes, it comes across that he's trying to really find a match here, but he is handling himself way better than all the other men because he's just straightforward. He's like, look, I just need to know where you stand. And instead, he's trying to make this whole big deal. Like, we're not together. We are on one date. I kissed him once, and that's all. I'm like, ma'am, what he's telling you, adult to adult, is that I need to know are we working towards anything, or can I move on? And that's all. That's
Mhm.
basically what you tell her to shit you off the pot, basically. And he needs to
Mhm.
know what she wants to do. And she's trying to make it like he's trying to control her, um, and like he's making it more than it is. I'm like, it's not that deep. You think, granted, Stephanie's attractive. I do like her, but you think a little too highly of yourself right now. That's not what he's saying for you at all. And I agree with Ryan. She's doing it because she likes the attention.
Mhm.
She loves the attention.
I don't think she
And
came here for any sort of real relationship. From the
no,
time she said, "I'm gonna leave it up to God's hands," I was like, "Oh, that's an excuse for you to go around here and toy with these young boys and let them blow smoke up your ass, and then
mm-hmm.
you say fall back on religious propriety. Oh no, I can't do that."
Yeah. And I'm really kind of upset with you because
Wait, with who?
I was upset. I was kind of a little mad at you because I had to focus on Gabriel, and I'm gonna put this as nicely as I can. He was um looking real moist the whole episode, like real glossy,
Mm.
and it was distracting. And I was just like, huh? Why? Like, you would say he need to take a bath, and I just think you were mean. And I looked at him like he is looking kind of unkempt. You know, he's not looking. He doesn't look fresh. That's the best way I could put it. And the way he was acting, I'm like, you're trying to go backward and forth with someone in an intelligent conversation, and you're not equipped to do so. So he was making me real mad. Like Ryan gave a very good point. He's like, Stephanie, I didn't ask you to go get him. I need a conversation with him. I'm talking to you. And bringing Gabriel back, Gabriel tries to dominate the conversation, tries to show he can like go toe to him like Gabriel, shut up. And like Brian said, he's like, I'm talking. He's like, I needed you to come talk. I didn't need you to come, you know, to speak for me to her. That's not what it is. And Ryan was understandably getting frustrated. I understood that.
Because he was talking to
So
two children.
yeah,
Stephanie's a child.
and she was lying
Mm-hmm.
straight up. I'm like, you know what, Ryan, you're not wrong here. You're not wrong here. And that's what Stephanie does. It's very interesting. When Stephanie has no comeback or she gets caught, she runs away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Stephanie with this whole fake outrage during the challenge, I'm like, ma'am, you have a whole son. You did not get that by osmosis. Quit playing with me.
Not only that, you're on a show looking for young dick. I she makes no sense to me. None.
You know,
But
I
okay.
was watching it, and I was just like, huh? What? No, 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 no. Now he's and I was Team Stephanie. You know, so I liked her. I thought she had a good vibe. Now with this, a grown woman, like a grown woman, and when he told her like you too grown, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you know what?
He said a
You too
couple of
old.
things when in like between talking to Stephanie, the idiot boy, and then his confessionals where he was saying it's straight fiction. You're lying, spinning stories, and then Charlene said mixed signals. All of that applies.
Right. And then how did you feel about the conflict between
Oh no, not Charlene,
Ryan
Shannon. Sorry.
Shannon? Yeah, yeah. That was yeah. Shannon had me rolling. She's like, look, we don't call this thing a thing, and I'm not going to let you do this to my child. Point blank.
Mhm.
Period. Um,
I don't know.
um,
It was just I think he should move on. I don't think there's anybody else there that I could see him with. Um but oh, wouldn't him and So Young make an interesting couple? Just purely sexual, though, not like an actual relationship. I could see those two together.
Could be.
What else do we have to talk about in this episode?
I mean, I think we hit all the ancillary um pieces. Yeah, we hit on all those. But the bulk of the episode was pretty much like sex education, and it was hilarious. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I do not mean to laugh, but like, to see all of those women little dreams shattered when Jose started talking was gold. I'm sorry. I had to laugh. I felt bad laughing at him, but now I don't because you saw all their faces just crack when he started talking. Like
Yeah.
the collective air just went out of the room, and I was like,
And it was a simple question, right? There was no wrong answer to this. I think Kelly said her question was, what turns a woman on the most? And he picked up a couple of root vegetables and pointed to the diagram and said, there. And eh,
like, just, like Kelly's face was just like, what? And you see the women like, what? And their confessionals were telling me, they're like, he's pretty to look at, but
mhm.
and
I
here's
don't
the
think he
thing,
knows what he's doing. And then when Lisa broke it down, I thought Lisa gave a really good explanation. It
yes,
starts with the touch, and then she gave a good, and I don't think he got it
he didn't.
because there was like a blank stare. Oh, oh my God, that was
Like,
painful
and here's
but
the thing,
funny.
but he's young, and here's what he should have said. He's like, he all he could have said was like, you know what, that's a good question. It's going to vary woman to woman, so there really isn't a right answer. It's up to me to go with what I know and then listen to the woman and she'll and let her
Exactly.
guide me. Poor thing.
Yes.
Yes,
I
he young.
but why Ryan
He
was
young.
said I can answer that.
Oh, he young.
I would have loved to hear what he had to say. Mr. I had sex with 8 people orgy, something or the other. Oh my God. So who was the next one? Charlene. She picks on Harrison. And she asked him to show where the can I say that word? It's a
Which
medical
were
term, right? Labia is.
yeah.
And then he couldn't figure that out. They had to help him. And then she asked where the taint is, and he's like, "What? No, I don't need to know all that. I don't know. Just gotta stick it in."
God. Oh. Oh.
I would not want any of these young men around me. I'm sorry. Like this was really
Oh.
downhill for me. And then hold on. Then we see Stephanie freaking out, but we don't care.
No, we
Um
really don't care about her.
Next we see this is where, because Charlene goes on this rant. This is basic. This is what you need to do. It's all about pleasure. It's sex. And I was just like, oh my God. But Ryan 2, he perks up and he's like, oh, I love her passion. She might be somebody I need to explore. And so then it's Shannon who asks the next question and picks on Ryan 2, the new boy, young man. And what does she ask? what is like his best move or something like that. And he comes up and he's like, I'm not gonna lie, I love me some oral. And he gets the female torso. And he says, I also love some oranges. And he goes to town on an orange to get his vitamin C fix. And these women perk up. They're like, okay. I was looking at it too. I leaned in. I did a Suresh. I leaned in. I was like, what he doing? Oh, okay. And
So crazy.
Charlene was behaving like she had a buzzer in her pants. I ain't gonna lie. She's about to explode.
I mean, I thought she was gonna go sit on his face and just be like, okay, continue. Yeah, I said it.
Oh my God. But there was some appreciation of the effort and the exuberance.
Enthusiasm. Yes.
And then he was just like, okay, I'll just put this back now. Thank you.
Oh, this show.
And we ended off with Kelly dismissing the class and a little confessional with Joey, the youngest male in this tribe, with his mom, Kelly, the horn dog. And she's asking him if he learned anything. And he's like, yeah, I got a few tips and tricks. Did you, though? Oh,
right.
my God. Oh, my God. But it was horrific. It was comedic. It was educational. It was enlightening.
I mean, there's nothing you could say. I mean, like, what do you say to that, though? It's just like, oh my God, really?
They had toys. They had root vegetables.
Yeah.
They had fruit. They had diagrams. They had torsos. Like they had pointers. They had everything up there. How did this get on TV? How did this get on TV? I'm shocked. I'm pleasantly surprised but shocked. And why we ain't see Ryan 1 get to show anything? Like, I'm gonna need more. This should have been a whole episode, this one thing. Everybody get a chance. Wait, what did Jimmy talk about? So Young called Jimmy up. What did she talk about? Why can't I remember that? What did So Young ask Jimmy?
I don't pay attention to Jimmy. I just don't.
Oh my God. The two of them are a hot mess, but I'm glad that they repaired their relationship, because that was kind of rough. But yeah, this was the episode, y'all. This was just a complete shit show from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Child, Lisa might be boring, this new mom, but her son, Ryan S., quite interesting. Not what I was expecting.
I think I have a feeling like he's gonna be he's the more interesting of the two. But for me, I'm gonna reserve judgment for Lisa a little bit, and here's why. She seemed to be a little bit shocked about the lay of the land, which is understandable, fine, whatever. Mm-hmm. I want to see her actually mingling with the boys. I'm curious. I'm very curious.
I think she's a very good actress with regards to her shock about what's going on here.
Well,
remember,
she wasn't an actress. She wasn't
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think all these people knew what they were signing up for. Um, but she's a better actress than April, although I'm sure that they were on the same casting couches back in the day. Um, I I don't hold much for her, although I would like to see her go up against Kelly. Because when Kelly made that comment when she came in, I'm in a bikini and she's in a muumuu. I think that was a setup for those two to go head to head. And I want to see Ryan S or Ryan 2 give Charlene what she came for. That'd be interesting. Anywho, yeah, that's it for me. This episode. I leave your comments. We need to know your feedback. What did you think of this episode? What did it go too far? Was it too much? Or was it the cat's meow? Let us know. God. Jamal, did we miss anything in this episode?
No, there wasn't much. There was like one big thing and a few little like outside pieces, so we covered everything.
Okay, perfect. All right, y'all. So join us at the top of the hour. Last week we weren't able to cover Real Housewives of Miami, season 5, episode 14, and we're going to do that at the top of the hour to make up for you. So join us then and bring your notes. All right, so Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we're good to go.
All right, so until next time.
Of course.
All right, y'all. Bye.